Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We have a potentially very long and brutal fight here on the Forgotten Battle on the Eastern Front. Let's go through the players. Representing the Soviet Union, we have Roberta as a shock division straight at the gate. Bukhorst as rifle division out the gate. And a Schultz as motor out the gate. And a ranged Karma also as rifle out the gate. So this is going to be a lot of Soviet infantry in the battlefield. Meanwhile, on the Axis side, we have Blas Ostdivision for the Wehrmacht. Chewie as the Wehrmacht without a commander choice yet. We have Theo as Storm Tactics for the Waffen-SS straight out the gate. And we have Barak as Infanterie Division for the Wehrmacht. Let's see how it turns out for them against the Soviet horde that's going to be coming onto the field here. Double rifle for the Soviets. That's going to be a lot of conscripts coming onto the front line. The Soviets are going to overman the positions of the Germans early on, I feel. Looks like we have the Germans quickly moving into the town here. Gathering around and capturing as much territory as possible. Looks like they're skipping ahead and not capturing everything behind them. Oh, looks like we also have a command choice here. Looks like we went for Panzer. Always a good idea to have a Panzer on your side in a team game. Looks like we have Black going for double Pioneers and not anything else at the moment. Are they going for an early MG, potentially? They could be going for an early MG42 or they could get some Grenadiers. No Osttruppen though, which is a shame to see. Generally Ostdivision gets access to Osttruppen, which is a fairly cheap defensive infantry you can get. Oh yeah, we're seeing double Osttruppen now. Oh, first shots fired I think soon. And the Soviets gonna engage with the Waffen-SS here. And the Wehrmacht is also quickly getting inside. Yeah, first shots fired from the building. Russians have now reached the outskirts of the town, which the Germans are gonna try and do their best to hold. So we have double Storm Pioneers into a Wallonian squad for the Storm Tactics, so not getting any Storm Grenadiers yet. But the Soviets are going to start arriving en masse. Conscripts suck at aiming though. Oh yeah, Molotov is coming out already. Germans have to abandon that building. Molotov got cancelled. But the Soviets keep arriving. We even have some Figgy behind here. Some more specialized infantry. Well, not specialized, but just better than the conscripts. Molotov going to the building. Doom Pioneers are going to be overrun here. The Pioneers, Cyber's also coming up behind. Well, the firefights are going on here by the forest. So this has secured both munitions points. Pioneers from the Post Division is pushing up. I will say because this is a 4v4, I will probably miss a lot of stuff, but you can already see that's a lot of conscripts in one area. And those Pioneers are going to land. Oh, that's like a Balderladung though! The Soviets have to avoid that quick. Well, the fighting in the town continues as the Soviets try to push up. Flamethrower already equipped here on the Sappers. That might be a bad position from Grenade going out there. Oh, instant grenade kills them from the Wallonians. The Soviets are digging in around their fuel while the Germans have already secured their fuel here, up here. We are seeing some shock troops coming in here now early for Robertas as well. A unique unit available to Shock Division. Very expensive Soviet infantry. Even the conscripts are trying to advance up here, but they engage with the Osttruppen here. Osttruppen should probably not get that close. They don't have any submachine guns in their squad either, but that's a good egg grenade. It might actually be really good. It only kills a few of them, but does suppress them. But the Germans are definitely not having the easiest time here. Fighting against so many Russian or Soviet rifle commanders is definitely not an easy thing. So we have some Sturmgewehrs being handed out here to the Volksgrenadiers. You know, unique upgrade to them if you're playing as Infanterie. Then playing as an Infanterie is probably a good idea because it's a little bit of a narrow area up here they can hold. Oh, Molotov going out here, they realize there's Germans hiding. Funflash in return. Oh, the Volksgrenadiers have to get out there. Looks like they do. Kulvan in the center, but the Soviets keep pushing up here. They even have a lieutenant called in. The conscripts are still lasting on. Funflash going in. Germans are suffering heavy losses on the southern flank here. But they have no sappers, so they're actually not able to build up at their base at the moment. The Soviets are kind of relying on the troops they have on the field on the southern flank here. Soviets are making a little bit of an entryway into the town. Even have a jeep back here with the Dushka trying to camouflage itself in the open road. Guldmark lost its gunner. German infantry is digging in though with a Pak 36. It should help against any early Soviet vehicles up there. More Valonians called in. This is a battle group called in with MP-34s already. So some machine guns probably going to be a good idea in this kind of environment. Post-colonials are trying to do the best here. 4 HQs been established by the Soviets down here. That's going to allow them to get a lot of potential reinforcements and holding power. Oh, the Germans are definitely going to have to work very hard here. Shock troopers have been out with double DPM going into the building. Double Sturm Pioneers pushing up. Bullwagen's going to take a lot of shots here. Maxim setting up, lost his gunner, and the crew's dead. It's quick. Double shock the shock troopers are doing a good job here with a double DPM. And we have machine guns coming up here for the Germans. Double MG42s, one from the Panzer, one from the Ost. Rifle division is definitely going to try and hold on here, though. Lots of conscripts have just been forced up there. Maxim is now set up in the habitation area of this town as well. It's housing districts with apartments. Grain assault. Doesn't do a lot though. It's the wrong building. They do have Sturmgewehrs though, but they have to pull back. There's too much firepower there. Soviet Rifle Lieutenant is also leading the front line here. Trying to inspire the conscripts to keep fighting and threatening to shoot anyone that probably pulls back. Looks like the conscripts are doing a little bit too well for them to even consider running at the moment. We have all this apartment areas quickly fallen to the Soviet Union as they keep pushing up, getting closer to the church. And before they send out to some of the Volksgrenadiers. Mortar coming in from the Ostdivision, probably a good call. Flamethrower on the conscripts, probably from the sappers that died in that building. Yeah, well, the Germans on the northern flank is just slowly creeping up, but there is a machine gun waiting for them. You also have another... No, this is the same shock trooper, I think. No? I think the shock trooper might have died. Yeah, we double DPM quickly ripping into these Volksgrenadiers. Osttruppen are trying to push into this area, but it's not a good idea, I think. The Soviets are way too entrenched. And the Soviets keep trying to push up here. Germans might actually lose the church area soon, being pushed out of the town. Which would not be a good thing for the Germans, I feel. Artillery was being called in by the Guards officer here. Let's just claim around here. Some raiding shots going in, which is a usual thing of the Soviet artillery strikes.
A fresh officer has arrived.
As you can see, here comes the rest of the shells. We also have an early vehicle here, looks like a T-70. That will help against some early German vehicles, but the Soviets are entrenching very quickly here. Instead of a 40 shock camp here, good to see, which is one of the unique things Shock Army can do. Germans still hold on to this apartment block. And it looks like more Valonians are arriving here. Machine guns are set up though. And mortars are starting to hit in. We also have some Belarusian irregulars on the field. Not sure how useful they will be, but I suppose they can be useful. Valonians are flanking with the MP-34s. Going down the Russians out in the street as they're trying to retreat. Break going in there. Oh, that killed a lot of people. That was like a Baldeladung, actually. So he's trying to flank on the mortar down here. And the 42 start turned. Mortar's been decrewed. But MD42 now set up to rip them down. And that's probably a lot of dead Soviets right there. Yeah, conscripts got mowed down. Well, the fighting continues among the apartment blocks. Molotovs are being thrown around. And we also have some... are those shock troopers? Oh, those are Panzer Grenadiers, I think. No, those are stormtroopers, my bad. Stormtroopers from this from the Sturm Tactics. Actually equipped with PPSHs is the unique thing. Although there's no windows on this side, so not sure that building's the best option. Well, the infantry is still holding up here. Oh, crowd mower from the shock army was pulled up, but got immobilized thanks to the Panzerbüchse, I imagine. Oh, we have some shock troopers preparing there, though. Throwing a satchel charge. No, that's a smoke grenade. Oh, they're preparing for a push. Post grenadiers going out in the way. But these guys have SVTs. And here comes the shock troopers. They're gonna try and satchel charge something. But they don't have enough cooldown for a satchel charge. Post grenadiers goes down. Oh, but there's nothing to stop them. They're still being shot by something. And that might actually be a dead shock trooper. Yeah, he's down. I was actually lucky for the Germans. Well, the fighting continues here, but more conscripts pulled into the fight. Malone's trying to throw a grenade, but it hits the build. Oh, it was the Gemaldeladung. Germans have slowly pushed back the Soviets from this forested area, the outskirts. Somewhat. They have set up a bunker, though. Oh, command looks is forced to be pulled back. Oh, building went down, probably thanks to an artillery strike. PBSA is starting to arrive here now for the conscripts. And great assaults. Clearing out that building. That's a lot of Soviets getting onto the field here. Oh, Molotov on the officer. He managed to get his strike off though, so he probably has to retreat. Oh, he dies. No, still one guy. Probably have to pull him back quick. Then it's Tate's bunker going up. You also have some more Duns sticking up through the middle of the road. And with PPS Aegis. Soviets are probably preparing for the next push. You also have an HA-76 armored high explosives here. Good for clearing out these buildings. You also have artillery strikes going overhead meanwhile. Panzer strike upgraded, but they need to get closer. It missed. Not looking good here for the Germans, I think. Don trying to flank in, but they've been detected. That's a Geballadung, I think. Yeah, that's a Geballadung. Actually killed the Germans. That's one of the apartment blocks on fire. SU-76 has its target. It's going for the Panzerjägers. Missed. That's the opening, the Panzerjägers. Oh, it's been immobilized! The Panzerjägers can push up here. This attack. Oh no, they died! Oh no. And he says SU-76 cannot hit much anymore. Due to its weird angle. Shock troopers are trying to advance to the northern flank meanwhile. Raining the Volksgrenadiers. They still have their Sturmgewehrs though. The Tate's bunker has been set up here by the Germans. We also have some Sturmgrenadiers called in and a unique unit available to Ostdivision. I think they can only have one of these guys in the field at a time. The equipped MP40s and PPSHs. Oh, and that's a flamethrower half coming up. Panzerjäger has to act quick. They're being burned. Oh, but he gets it off. Looks like the Germans still hold on to that position. The Ballon does not do much there. Well, the Soviet conscripts are moving about. Stormtroopers have to consider what they want to do. They could actually run up here and throw a Panzerknacker on it, and I think they might do that. Yeah, that's a dead SU-76. No, it's not dead. Holy shit. Lost its gun though, so it's basically just a waste.
We have emergency reserves at the ready.
Looks like the Soviets push back the Germans from the forest. There's lots of conscripts on the field here for the rifle.
Reserves of manpower stand ready to be used.
The Lawrence getting in here with the MP-34s. And while the Cis guns are raining down hell on the German positions. The Wehrmacht is still trying to... Oh, good Cis shot there. This has been utilized pretty well here by the Soviets. Panzerjäger can probably kill this HU-76 easy if they could hit. Tiger is finally arriving here. The Germans definitely needed that. Conscripts are trying to push up. HU-76 does finally go down. Great assault going towards the building blocks. No, yeah, the building blocks. Looks like the balloons get out though. One last guy anyway. I think the Stormtroopers probably need to get some upgrades. They get in Sturmgewehrs, but not full Sturmgewehrs. Probably give them the PPSH or flamethrower in this situation, I feel. With all the building-to-building fighting. E-3476 on the field here. Also, Soviet Air Forces have arrived in the form of a glider. Okay. I completely missed that the Soviet Airborne was there dropping in. Or well, glider arriving in. So the Ostrup and the Sturmgrenadiers are trying to do a push. There might be too many Soviets down here. Oh, flamethrower right on that little street! Oh, that's horrible. Very brave of those Sturmgrenadiers, managed to get a grenade off, but dying in the attempt. And the Ostrup might get out of there. Looks like they will. Oh, Lieutenants, be careful, there is this flamethrower conscript nearby. Grenade going out. E-34 is also pressing the other pioneers. The Ost division was not doing too well. Packers be recruited. HU-76 taken out. The infantry is trying to push up here on the northern flank. But the Maxim is relocated. T-45 coming up for the Shock Army. Oh, Panzer Strike hits the T-34. Thinking it sit without a gun for a while. So the German Panzer Division is going to try and push down here somehow. That's a lot of conscripts still. Looks like a ranged Karma is just providing manpower at the moment to the Soviet Union. Which is a valuable thing Soviet rifle can do in team games. Just provide field presence. And field presence can be a very big deal. Oh, we also have some Soviet airborne engineers. Good to see. Lots of squads we rarely see. Well, I rarely see. They get mowed down at an angle though. E-70 pushing up. Officer stays behind. Oh no, he's going in front. Shotgun round loaded. And cannot fight. Oh, they missed. It is a small target. Oh, they get it. Sturm Pioneers moving inside the building here. The Lawrence is still running around. Stormtroopers still only have their 2 Sturmgewehrs. Lots of assist shells landing around. Oh, almost killing the MG team then there. Also in the building on fire as well. Command took present, artillery going in on the Soviet position in the forest. Also Soviets back with the Osttruppen are pushing up. Big grade going out. Soviets are pulling back briefly. But looks like the Germans might finally be able to push the Soviets out the forest down here. The conscripts are in retreat for now. Or at least regrouping. Oh, the Panzer Lehr has been called in. Unique battle group available to the Wehrmacht Panzer Division. They'll definitely supplement well. Lots of artillery going in up here by the looks of it. Oh boy, so much action going on right here. Cis shells still landing around, destroying much of the... Oh, well, they're actually not damaging the buildings that much. I guess these buildings are very durable for some reason. Oh, the Soviets are doing another man push down here with a lot of conscripts. Oh, they're getting up close to the Stuk. And they are using the upgraded AT grenades. Destroying the command Stuk. There's a lack of infantry to cover it. Soviet airborne forces also moving down here. They want to have a flamethrower actually. That's pretty good in this kind of environment. So the Waffen-SS is relocating some troops to help. Because the Osttruppen are definitely not doing too well. Oh! Is this the... Excuse me. Is this the Hungarians? Yes, we have the Hungarian battle group called in. Unique battle group available to Ostdivision. Actually, Ostdivision gets access to the Romanians and the Hungarians. Looks like we are going to see the Hungarian army utilized. Not a sight I get to see often. So some of Germany's Eastern European allies are now fighting here in this town. Perhaps this town is somewhere in Hungary. Who the fuck knows? We saw Belarusians though, so that makes this a little bit unlikely, but who knows? Oh, the Grand Panzergrenadiers are still holding up their flanks to their half track, but they have to pull back. Soviets have to pull back briefly due to artillery. Also, they're using this building as their forward HQ now. KV-1 being prepared here. And here's the Hungarians. They've not been equipped with anything yet. Looks like the Hungarians have a lot of unique weaponry. And they have the bazooka, apparently. Or at least it's a Hungarian version of one. Half that taken out there by a Sysgun. Panzer has to pull back from that. Where's all going in there? Oh, so German Lieutenant down. The shock troopers not having the best of time here. They're having a little bit of an artillery duel with the Germans. Lots of mortar shells going around. Tourists are trying to push to the center of the town again. Was troop now starting to get one extra man though because they get to veteran to 2. An extra man is always useful in the squad. Because the Soviets are preparing for another man push. Actually, already doing the man push. MG42 is behind this half track though, providing some heavy cover. But they get most down. There's just too many Soviets. That's too many Soviets. Holy shit. But here's the Hungarians. They might be able to support. We also have the assault team here with a flamethrower. Oh, the Hungarians might take losses here due to grenades. Oh, Hungarian assault team down. And Hungarian rifle squad down. So only one Hungarian squad survives, so they might have survived along. The T-34 is going in. That was a shrapnel shot. Soviets are being very aggressive right now. I think the Ostdivision has to abandon this position. Looks like we have an artillery piece set up though. T-34 leading the way. Germans are just lacking in something to stop this armored push. There's a Rakettenwerfer up here. It's at the wrong angle for now. Ostrup could get up here for the Panzerfaust there quick. Big assault going in on the Rakettenwerfer. Hungarians only have the Panzerknacker. KV-1 trying to do that. Oh, it's ramming! Oh, but the ram went out. Oh, Panzerknacker takes the T-34. With a suicide from one of the Romanian, Hungarians, I mean. PBS-8 is gonna mow them down though. That's a... No, yeah, the Soviets are gonna win that, I think. The Hungarians still only have their rifles. Here comes the Panzerlehr though. The Panzergrenadiers and the Volksgrenadiers pushing up. Panzerfaust going out. The Greats getting in the way. The sheer amount of Soviets is just too much. It's clogging up the Germans. The Soviets are suffering many losses, but they can recuperate a lot easier. Especially if they're playing as rifle commander. We need to get behind this KV-1 for cover, I feel. Grenade though. Panzer is taking loss for this station 76. And while the infantry company is still having a little bit of a fight here, there's a KV-2 on the northern flank. Again, I apologize because it's a 4v4, so I have a hard time keeping track of everything. Oh, good Gebadeladung there. Oh, PBS-8 is now on Sturmgewehrs and the Stormtroopers. Making them very potent. KV-2 slowly just pushing up for the Infantry Division's position. Killing them one by one. And well, the storm tactics is slowly trying to make a push for this apartment area again. I think the Soviets might have lost this potential area by focusing so much in the center. Yeah, because now the Valorians are pulling in with the MP-34s. Stormtroopers are quickly moving inside this building. There's going to be a lot of firepower coming out their way. Oh, but there's a lot of Soviet fire coming in there too. Instagrate? That's not an Instagrate, but still. AP2's ready to make another shot. I just need sight on the enemy, I imagine. They also have a heavy mortar here, which is making life very difficult for the Jew. Oh, pack down! That's probably the opening the KP2 was waiting for. So the Ostdivision has taken the T-34, but they might not be able to repair it. Because that's the KV-1 firing at it. Oh, immobilized the KV-1 though, so the T-34 has done something. So there's a tank team on the flank. Takes out the T-34. KV-1 down. And well, the Capitan is leading the front line here for the Soviets. Ordering a charge. That's a Gebaldeladung. And another Gebaldeladung. That's definitely enough to force the conscripts back. We also have the Major leading in by the front line. The Soviet infantry is really pushing hard today. And on the northern flank, we have this Panzer IV Ace taking out at T-45. You have to deal with this KV-2 still. This Panzer IV is going to have a lot of work to do. Immobilized there by a shot. Making it easy target for the KV-2. It's going in for a shot, I think. Might be attack grounding it. Yep. Panzer IV down. Well, the Soviets are still pushing aggressively on this flank. The Ostdivision, the Panzer Division is not doing well at all. More Panzer Lehr being called in. It looks like we have the Panzer Division focusing a lot on their Panzer Lehr Panzer Division. It's not a bad thing, it's a really good squad. Looks like the Ostdivision is airdropping in some weaponry. The Panzer Grenadiers use an MG-34 and some Pak-40s. Well, a Pak-40. Ostdivision is getting the Elephant though, which could help. Panzer IV-J moving to cover part of the front. But the fight still continues in the streets here. Much of this town is getting destroyed at this moment. Lots of Soviet infantry at the moment. Panzer Division doesn't have a lot of panzers at the moment. They're just using a lot of Panzer Grenadiers. But I guess they have to pick up the slack at the moment. The Ostdivision lost practically everything. The Panzer Grenadiers of the Panzer Lehr is not a bad choice anyway. Oh, the Wallonian buildings are slowly getting mowed down here by the T-34. Used a fragmentation shield, I think. Heat shield also loaded. Didn't hit. Now this building kind of lacks windows, but they did blow a hole in the side there. Oh, the KV-2 is being used as an artillery piece, which yes, it can do. Making it a very potent vehicle, as you can see. Looks like the Panzer Grenadiers have grabbed the howitzer, and it's being used to support their allies. Elephant has arrived on the field though, with some more Osttruppen. We also have some more Sturm Grenadiers on the field here. Try and help them supplement the front line. Panzer IV-J against T-34. So the T-34, looks like the Panzer IV might win. Players going over here to the German front line. Give the Soviets an idea what the Germans are up to. KV-2 is just been racking up a lot of kills by slowly demolishing the Infanterie's front line. An 88 has been set up in the rear here, though.
Ready. Prepare yourselves.
Meanwhile, the Germans really need to find a way to push up, because the KV is just slowly deleting them.
Combat unit ready.
EP-45's behind it. They probably already know there's an 88 back there.
Our machine gun turret has been installed.
And the KV-1 on the southern flank here. And the thing about playing as a rifle company is you don't really get anything better than the KV-1 armor-wise. They do get the B4, I believe, which can definitely supplement later on, if they decide to go for the B4. Well, the fighting in the streets continue here. KV-2 still the leading stuff.
Sniper has arrived.
We also have the shock troopers preparing for a push. Panzer 4J in the center here, smoke grenade in the front. Heat shell loaded, which is probably not the best thing against infantry. Yeah, doesn't even hit. Main assault going out though. Instant grenade in return. How's shell clears out the 100mm AT gun. Okay, well, the elephant, where's the elephant? There it is. It's gonna be able to keep all the KV-1s at bay with ease. Oh, big push here from the Soviet infantry. But a bunker splits it up. There's also a trench nearby. And the Soviets should suffer heavy losses out here in the open. Yeah, look at all that. That's a lot. Oh, they did manage to get the grenade off. KV-1 now, no. The elephant will just be able to delete any Soviet tank that comes this way. EP-45 is trying to push up. Going for the Panzer 4. Artillery going in. 88 takes out one of them. Panzer 4 goes down, however. And the Soviets definitely know the 88 is there. Also an 85 here coming out for the motor Strelky. Or should I say airborne at the moment. Elephant is relocating evidently. You also have more howitzers being established here by the Wehrmacht. Good to see. They're gonna give their allies a little bit more of a presence by being able to basically suppress the Soviet artillery. Ghost Division is a really good support commander in team games because they get a lot of utility in that aspect for supporting. Elephant has to be careful though, but he knows there's T-45 coming. Yeah, it's good to ram. Well, I guess I had no other choice after that. It loses gun after all, but it didn't do much. Mostly because the Elephant is a much larger vehicle. You generally don't want to ram a vehicle that's larger than you, but it's a desperation tactic, I guess. Oh, 4-8's got the Soviets taken down, but I can just move to another building, I think. Yeah, they're already working on it. Guess that's the way the Soviets can just keep having their field presence here in the town. Panzer 4J pushing up. Drone Pioneers pushing up on balloons as well, using all the buildings they can. You know, the KV-2 is still pressing up here. What's his next target? Looks like it's going to be the Storm Pioneer. Yep, that's it, Storm Pioneer. Elephant is approaching, however, and the KV-2 does not want to fight that. Another 88 being set up here. Elephant will need support though. Oh, it's aiming for the 85. Missed, however. Anyway, the Panzer 4J keeps being a threat here in this part of the map. Including a heat shell, which still I don't... Oh, that's a 100mm AT gun. We also have a B4 established. Looks like it's being used for counter barraging at the moment. Probably aiming to take out any of the Soviet howitzers next time they fire. Yeah, they have another infantry push with a KV-1. It's like a ranged Karma is just applying pressure with manpower at the moment. Which is a very viable thing to do as the Soviets. Especially in team games, you can just push so many men into the enemy, basically. Oh, that's not going to be good for the Germans here. That's a lot of threats coming up this street. Like double KV-1 with all these conscripts, and there's even a major to provide boss for them. Oh, good rocket there, though. Oh, it's like a Kettenwerfer. That thing is still around, evidently. But the Soviets now know it's there. One KV-1 down. Answer the flank there. High explosive kills to the Kettenwerfer. Let's get just creeping back somewhat.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
The K1 is still threatening. Being penetrated from the flank though, probably that pack. K1 is being recruited. Oh, just to serve it as another gun at the moment. The Soviets keep pushing with more and more men. Meanwhile, the Red Air Force flies overhead as well. Back 4 is present. There's too many rifle shots going in. That's a lot of Soviets. Elephant has arrived, however. But it's not actually main attacking, it's actually trying to attack ground, which is not a good idea. 80 grenades going on the Elephant. Oh, the Elephant will barely survive by the looks of it. We do have an 80 grenade that could come in for these airborne. Oh, the Elephant survives! KV-1s are still around, but it might not last for long. The lowers cannot get close. There's too many machine guns on the KVs. One goes down, however.
A gun crew has been lost.
This is a serious battle here right now. Remember, the KV-1 does have 3 machine guns. One there, one on the turret, and actually one in the back. So it actually has a lot of machine gun firepower from most angles. Like, it's a hard time going up behind the KV-1, actually. KV-2 is preparing to push up as well. But lots of T-34-45s to be prepared. The 88 positions are being cleared.
The enemy is attacking.
Oh, they don't know the KV-2 is there. Well, now they know.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Hits the wreck. 88 needs to fire. Doesn't penetrate. That's rare. Quite rare for an 88 in placement to not penetrate. Because the B4's already been doing a little bit. I just missed the shots of it. But we also have an... Is that an SU-122 or ISU-122? I never tell. Oh, against the Elephant though. Oh, no penetration from the Elephant! But there's a passenger on the flank. No penetration from the SU-122. Ow! The Elephant might get it. It has to back off quick. Because the Elephant might go in for it. Artillery strikes are landing around though, dazing the crew of the Elephant. So the SU-122 will be able to get back. Germans are suffering a lot of losses here. We have a Jagdpanzer also arriving for the infantry. Looks like the Panzer Division is getting a King Tiger, however. Should be able to help.
We have casualties.
Elephant is almost repaired fully. Soviets have to work very fast to repair that SU-122. At least that's what I feel like they need to. Oh boy. Everyone's still driving around down here for the Rifle Division, but the Rifle Division has kind of lost a lot of its momentum at the moment. It is good at doing the man pushes, and they are starting to get more weapons for the conscripts because they can become a veteran, which will make them a lot more lethal, especially the conscripts with PPSHs.
The KV-1 heavy tank is on the field.
Let's see. Oh, Panzerschreck though hits the SU-122, but that's going to slow it down a bit. Artillery also going in. Oh, they had to get the SU-122! Elefant can move again. They need to hunt out that KV-2, which is immobilized, but it will get repaired. Yeah, but a lot of T-34-45s have been prepared behind us. If they act fast and in unison, they could take down this Elephant if they move very quickly. They need to take out that KV. Oh, good shot from the 85! Yeah, Elephant has to pull back after that. Need to be careful against 85s. If they penetrate, they do a lot of damage. Artillery shells. That's a B4. But the T-40-45s are taking heavy losses here. Very heavy losses, actually. But that's another B4, actually. Germans, Soviets, they have a lot of artillery now. It's advancing into a very late stage. But the Mthis is trying to push over some Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadier unit available to storm, that I actually rarely see used. Really good squad, by the way. Most of the Panzer Grenadiers you can get as SS are really good, by the way, just specialized somewhat. The main issue is they have no real 80. Oh, artillery strike right on. That might have been the KV-2. That was the KV-2, actually. The Soviets are doing a big combined push northwards now. B-4 has been decrewed. You also have Katyusha rockets going in. K1's leading away. Elephant has to turn quick. K1 will not be able to fight an Elephant frontally. It lacks the gun. Heat shield loaded. And the K1s just don't have the firepower to deal with an Elephant. One KV-1 is going for a ram! But he's lost his engine. Elephant remains alive. You also have the King Tiger arriving here. Which if the Germans utilize this correctly, that might give them an opening they need to pull back. The Soviets still have a lot of manpower just sitting around in the town now, preventing these Germans from pushing up. T-34-76 down. Well, artillery shells landing around. Horse grenadiers with Sturm grenadiers pushing up, but those are airborne. That doesn't seem to matter. And so Layer Grenadiers might get flanked here from the buildings. They have to pull back. That's a lot of conscripts.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
King Tiger probably has to make its move shortly just to provide some armor support. Great, did not move too much there. Oh, high explosive from the KV-1.
KV-1 heavy tank on station.
Where's the King Tiger? It has to make its move, I feel. A little more. Oh, good shot there from the... Who shot that? Was that the pack again? That pack has a really good angle if that's it. Oh, it might have been that one up here. Double Panzer start pushing up quick, taken out.
More of our troops have been lost.
KV2 is being used as artillery piece again. It's gotten over 100 kills, 121 kills. Wow. And the infantry has not been doing well at all. But the infantry has set up double 88 to help deal with Soviet armor. The elephant is slowly just creeping up if we could get some more support for it. I suppose that's what the Halfman is here for. Let's see, what else is happening around the battlefield? Now they are playing a Sturm, so we could actually end up seeing more artillery from the Germans, and even a Sturmtiger potentially. Looks like they're going for the more assault-oriented route, which is not a bad idea. There's just so many Soviets in the field at the moment. Like, why wouldn't there be? It's a Soviet match in a 4v4 game. Of course, it's gonna be a lot of Soviets. So the King Tiger is trying to decide where he wants to push. I guess the Panzer Division is preparing to push southwards, get the munitions points. That could probably work. And the conscripts just keep pouring onto the battlefield here for the Soviets. Elephant has to decide what to do with Panzer Strike shots, despite the bad utilization of them being out in the open, but KV2 has to be cautious against the Elephant. Also, Soviet air bomb being mowed down. Elephant has to react quickly. Oh, it's been immobilized by the 85! That's not good for them. That makes it very vulnerable. So I guess now the Soviets have started to try and focus on. Quickly, people moving up to try and repair it. However, while this is happening, I think the Wehrmacht Panzer Division is preparing to push southwards here. Must be pulling back. Not sure what they're preparing to do. Anyway, big push happening up here now. They want to take out that elephant, while the Germans want to be repaired. Jagdpanzer is able to hold the flank. So I think they might be able to repair this elephant's tracks, unless artillery strike comes in. Oh, the KV2 might go in for a shot. Yep, trying to kill the pioneers, it feels like. The King Tiger has not decided to commit to a point yet. It is getting veterans here thanks to the Kampfkraft Center. It looks like that's what is being focused on now. They could probably actually get to veterans for free now with ease, giving them a very powerful weapon to utilize. Oh, Elephant lost all his repair crews. It's stuck there. Oh, they don't want to get through the open though. That's a lot of shock troopers though. And they need to get around the flank where the elephant cannot hit them. So that's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Special charge can probably do the trick. Oh, one did not do anything. That one did not do anything either. They're not landing right under it. That one did something, destroyed its gun. Oh, B4 shot killing most of the Ostdivision's infantry there. So with airborne, we got with an AT grenade. Oh, they're not throwing it though, they're bugged. That's not good. And they actually get mowed down there. But the KV2 can safely try and take shots at it now. I think I actually could have been saved there the entire time, simply because it doesn't have the angle. But the Panzerjägers are trying to get up here now. Oh, B4 immobilizes the Jagdpanzer though. And it's way to the 100mm. Oh, they used their noble police to repair the engine. Oh, they just need to get it back, but it might be too late. Ooh! Yeah, trying to back it up. It's been immobilized again. But the Jagdpanzer's defending it. The Germans are finally committing to a push down here, utilizing the King Tiger. B4 is being prepared though by the rifle division, probably to deal with the King Tiger. Lots of Soviets are preparing to push here. Lots of Soviets, they're trying to overrun the Germans. So many grenades going out. The Germans just cannot hold back all these Soviets. There's just far too many Soviets. But they are starting to get mowed down nowadays because they're thinning out and their charge is running out. I suppose they're coming in for the King Tiger though. But the Soviets don't care, they just throw them into the meat grinder. Elephant is still holding up for now. Not open to try and repair the engine. It can't back off and it's going for it. Looks like the Elephant will get out of there alive. Oh, we do have a 85 going in for it. It's going for a ram, but that's an 88. 88 gets it. So the Elephant is still alive. That's impressive. Panther tanks now being prepared now by the Wehrmacht as well. Good to see. King Tiger is going to prepare to make its move. Oh, we also have the Sturmtiger. I completely missed that. Sturmtiger is a very potent vehicle available to storm tactics for the Waffen-SS. I need to see if they find some good targets though. But in a 4v4 there should always be an ample area of targets. It's actually firing. What's it firing at? On an 85 evidently. It does cost a lot of munitions to reload it though, as you can see. You know, the King Tiger is pushing up here. And the Soviets are going to try and overrun it. It's got no infantry support. Smoke popped. Probably a bad idea to have smoke. You could probably have used the anti-infantry mines. Integrates to not penetrate the front there. Nope, no penetrations. The frontal armor of the King Tiger is just too heavy. But the Soviets keep trying. Oh, one penetrated. As they use lead they're using for the Monoland. For Mono Russia, which allows them to just keep charging. But they died. King Tiger is still alive. Elephant is ready again. This is prepared to make its moves. Artillery shells are landing. Oh, they're trying to take out the Sturmtiger. We also have the Romanians on the field now. I believe that's the Romanians. Yeah, that's the Romanians. So Osthopen has called in a lot of stuff. This is a very big Eastern Front brawl. King Tiger is pulling back for some repairs. But where can it get its repairs? We also have a Panther now arriving. Panther's going to be a very good unit to have here. Probably don't need the Panzer officer. I don't think it's fighting that many Soviet tanks. It's probably better to give it the MP42 on top, in my opinion. Especially because of all the conscripts they're facing. Malone trying to push up for the center, but the Soviets are still stopping it. There's just so many Soviets. Elephant is slowly pushing up and taking out the Soviet armor. Taking out an 85 every shot at the moment. KV2 is gonna still be the problem. Artillery shells are just landing everywhere, hitting the Romanians pretty hard. And Katyusha shells are trying. Oh, what a good Katyusha rocket! Hit right on the elephant, forcing it back. T gets ready to shoot again. Just hits the target. Looks like it's going for that B4, I think. No? It's going for the another 85. Well, we have the Panther now fighting down here. And as the Germans start to get heavier and more and more armor down here, they should actually be able to fight back the Red Tide, as it would be called, I guess. They also get an Ostwind. It's probably a good call against all the infantry. High explosive shield loaded here by the Panther. Also, the Panzer is doing pretty good behind heavy cover here, providing some support for the Panther. But there's just too many Soviets. And I guess they're also being buffed pretty heavily by these officers. King Tiger's probably ready to move again. Looks like it. Jagdpanzer's driving back to get some repairs somewhere. Church also went down. I completely missed that. Probably in an artillery duel. T-34-76 is running forwards. Also mines being prepared here by the Soviets in case they're getting pushed back. Jagdpanzer is able to cover the flank alongside the pack. Artillery shells keep landing. Oh, they tried to ram the pack, but they lost their tracks. That's lucky. Another T-34-76 trying to make a move for it. They're just feeding them into the Germans at this point. The Soviets do have a lot better resource income to sustain this, I feel. Shrapnel shot loaded. Ooh, almost killing the squad. Artillery strikes keep landing around. They're stopping to stop the T-34 going through this part of the map. Panther will be able to stop it though if it keeps driving forwards. Looks like it will, so the Panther will be able to get the kill here. Oh, we have a rocket from the Panzerfaust from the Volksgrenadiers actually. Elephant is making a move again. So we have a lot of Jagd vehicles on our northern flank. He wants to prepare to make a push with another human wave force. But now there is a level 3 Ostwind thanks to the Kampfkraft sensor. And the conscripts are not going to risk that.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Elephant is pushing up towards the KV2. Looks like KV2 actually took a shot. And all the 100mm have been decrewed. I don't think they can do much to the Elephant here. The Soviets are still pushing up though through the streets somehow.
Guards troops ready for action.
The stubborn flank here. It looks like the Wehrmacht Panzers are slowly creeping up. He once will not be able to stand up to the Panthers and similar.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
The King Tiger should probably prepare to make another move. I feel a good squad to use against the conscripts will probably be the 15th Panzer Grenadiers. Probably armed with Sturmgewehrs and MP40s. That's just my opinion. I just feel like they might do a little bit better than the Panzerlehr have been doing, but I don't know. Panzerlehr might just actually be better. But it is very hard to fight mass conscripts like that. And the Soviets going for it again. There's too much here to stop the Ostwind shots. It's going out. destroys the Ostwind. Well, decruise it rather. And here the Soviets are gonna try and do a mass push again. You know, the elephant is also being pushed back. Looks like they took a shot from something. So the 100mm got grabbed again. Oh, and the elephant goes down to 100mm shell. Meanwhile, the conscripts are doing another human wave assault. Oh, a Sturmtiger shot right on him. See, that's a good spot for. That was a good spot for a Sturmtiger shot. That's gonna hurt. Now the KV-1's gonna try and go for it, which is a very risky maneuver. But the Panther's being very weird. Hey, King Tiger needs to move up, I think. There's one penetrating shell that Panther will kill it. But the KV-1 just lacks the gun penetration, I feel. Especially at long range. The King Tiger keeps driving forwards now. Rockets landing from the Katyusha around. Not hitting too much, evidently. Looks like we have to force the Hungarian army called in here. And being equipped with some KVR 43s. They're gonna get mowed down by all the Soviets out in the open, I feel. Like about that? No. There is. We also have some more Panzer Grenadiers here, armed with PPSHs. The King Tiger could start pushing up now. Just needs his infantry support. I feel some 222s could probably be a good supplement too against all the infantry. Because that's just a lot of autocannons that would help probably supplement pretty well. Some Panzer Grenadiers cannot get very far there, I mean. Also some more stormtroopers on the field. As the Panzerlehr pushing up. Finally able to grab this munitions point for the Germans again. Soviets are preparing for another human wave assault though, it looks like. Still trying to recover from the losses from the Sturmtiger. They're getting flank shot there though. D4's opening fire. Aiming for the King Tiger. Oh, immobilizing it! Another from Mother Russia has been called. I mean, they cannot be suppressed. High explosive though kills the conscripts. They only get 180 grenade off. B4 is gonna be ready to fire another shell soon. Oh, they got it! B4 got it! King Tiger down. And I guess the third shell will also be fired. Yeah, here comes the third. Oh, there's a Sturmtiger again. And third shot did not do much to the Germans by the looks of it. Panthers leading the way. I feel the Germans could probably just get some more Panthers, or probably get just some normal Tiger tanks. Another King Tiger apparently. Okay, so it looks like Chewie is going for the heaviest armor. I don't think the heaviest armor is that required against these kind of foes. It might be more economical to just get another Panther or just a normal Tiger tank. I don't think I can check everything Panzer can get. Stuk Gs would probably be a good idea too because of their high explosive shells. Or some Panzer 4Hs with machine guns on top. But I think the King Tiger supplemented by some 222s could probably be a good idea too. Rocket shells are landing around the Germans again. Ostwind is still being repaired. And the Panther will also just help being able to deal with the KV-1s efficiently as well, so... Yes, the Panther's just overall a really good choice. That KV-1 is trying to ram! But he gets slowed down, it didn't ram too far, too close. Smoke round going out. 80 grenade going out. Doesn't penetrate the front of the Panther. Half-Tech might die here. Oh, KV saves it. Well, Panther saves it, I mean. And the human wave assault's not really working out anymore, it looks like. It's now that the Germans have too much armor, it's not really working. Red Air Force flies overhead again. We do have another SU-122 in the center here. And this battle is still going pretty tough. I don't think there's any sign of any side who could win at this point still. But I feel if the southern Soviet flank collapses under the Wehrmacht armor, there might be a problem. Although the Wehrmacht Panzer really is lacking in infantry at the moment. But I do feel the conscripts are not holding up anymore against what they're facing. If you want to choose sides to push up, Panzer is moving out to try and engage. But air bomb will intercept. And both sides are looking a little bit exhausted in some parts. The shock army still looks like it has a lot to work with, so they seem to be doing pretty healthily. And the Ost Division is getting a second elephant, but they have like no infantry. And lots of the German forces are just lacking infantry at the moment. Yes, they lost a lot to the Soviet attrition. The shows has a lot of manpower reserves, so they could put a lot more infantry to work with. Help supplement the front line. SU-122 is just using armor-piercing shells. Probably not a good idea against the infantry. Look, they are switching to a high explosive though. Or loading a high explosive rather. Might be even those Valonians. No, they cancel it. Great going out. Jokta was also slowly trying to push up here with the double DPMs. Soviet howitzers have also been established here by the shock army, to provide some more firepower. Oh, we also have double 100mm being set up here to supplement the southern flank. I guess they do need it because the Wehrmacht is starting to push back. Ostwind might be in trouble though if the 100mm decides to target it. Conscripts are going for the Panther, they're flanking it. 80 grenades going out. And there it goes. Ostwind goes down as well. Sturmtiger got a good shot there though. Getting a large bunch of conscripts again. Germans are taking heavy losses, but another King Tiger has arrived. SU-122 is pushing up though. 88 is firing and killing it. Don't underestimate the 88. Elephant is driving northwards. Not sure that's where it's needed, but I'm not the one to judge. I suppose it could be needed up there if there was an armored push through. Artillery shells are landing around wildly. And rockets as well. Rocket troopers are getting the Heroes of the Soviet Union upgrade apparently. Guess they managed to get to Veterans free. Or because of all the fighting that's been going up here. 88 has actually been decrewed, which is probably what the Soviets were waiting for. Elephant needs to turn up to engage. KF2 is going to take a shot, destroy that structure. Elephant is going to reveal itself. But it needs infantry. And it's going to get flamethrowed. They get very vulnerable to armor. 80 grenade hits its side. Now the 85s could move in, but they're moving in where its gun is pointed at almost. But it is being flamethrowed, so it's stunned. Jagdpanzer is turning around though, here to hit. 8 Elephant down. Another 85 down now. On the southern flank, The Germans are doing a big push here with 2 half-tracks and 222s. And another Ostwind, and Wallonians putting in as well. Lots of conscripts are being redirected. But the 100mm will stop any vehicles. They need to pull the troops out of the half-track. Yeah, good to see. They need more troops though, more infantry. They are pushing back the conscripts. We just need to clear out the 100mm guns. B4 shots landing. They're being deployed for close range combat at the moment. 100mm cleared. King Tiger's moving up. Raid going out in the forward HQ set up here by the SS. B4 firing. Immobilizes Sturmtiger. Sturmtiger destroys the B4 on this forward HQ though. It just needs to clear out these 100mm. But while this is happening, the Soviets also doing a push on the northern flank here. KV-2 is pushing pretty far. Taking on another HQ of the Mthis. Airborne is quickly pushing up with an AT grenade. Doesn't penetrate. Not sure where's the upper hand here. Yeah, still they are willing to take up the 100mm to deny them. Oh, who's gonna get to the other space first is what this feels like. Soviets are dying en masse up there though. The Germans still have some armor to try and keep the Soviets at bay. Some Jagdpanzers in these woods. But they're lacking infantry support. KV-2 is gonna take a shot, I think. They should know there's a Jagdpanzer there. Oh, ambush going on here. Injuring the driver. Oh, they might be able to take it out. No, they take off the KV-2! That's the opening the Germans were needing. Meanwhile, the King Tiger is still pushing down here. More Soviet infantry is dead, probably from the Sturmtiger. The Sturmtiger is actually reloading. But lots of Soviet infantry is coming down, grabbing the B4. B4 down. B4 is having a lot to deal with here. We have an open blitz serving as a reinforced point. Katyusha rockets landing. Destroying the open blitz. And also severely damaging the really damaging the King Tiger. King Tiger fires again. Oh, the Germans are definitely making a comeback here if they can keep pushing. But the Soviets are also pushing up north while this is going on. The infantry division is doing its best to try and hold back the Soviets. As the lines just completely change how they look. Oh, the King Tiger has been immobilized! There's an open blitz nearby to repair its engine though. Basically going out. Doesn't penetrate, but it kills the gunner. Command Lux is doing his best to keep the conscripts at bay. Another pillbox established here by the Ostdivision. Try and set up more positions they can hold from. The shock army is slowly being pushed back, though the Jagdpanzers can just take out the 85s. Also, the 88 has been seized though by the Soviets. They're going to utilize it against the Jagdpanzers, taking out one there. Well, the King Tiger slowly forcing to pull back again, I think. He needs repairs, but there's an 85 hunting it. They know it's hunting it. They're pulling back. Panzer II has been killed. King Tiger knows it's around the corner there. Artillery shells also still landing around. Now the Panther is coming out for the Germans though, which should help them stabilize the front line.
One of our emplacements is under
York Army is trying to do its best here, but it's taking some losses as well. And so many people are dying in this little battle. Although I wouldn't call the battle little at this point. D5 notices the King Tiger around the corner. Doom TE is still reloading. Here the German armies are not getting a lot of income anymore though, because of their heavy units. As the heavier the units, the more manpower income it takes up. Has some pretty high upkeeps. There we go, second Panther there for the... Well, not a Panther anyway for the Germans. That'll help. York Army is still taking some artillery strikes though. They need to take out that 88. That's definitely the problem at the moment for the Jagdpanzers. Yeah, that takes care of it. They can still recruit though. King Tiger is relocating north. I guess they need to secure a little bit more territory again up there. Prevent the Soviets from holding all the fuel. The Soviets are still pushing manpower down here to push the Germans back, but the Germans do have the Ostdivision now to try and shore up the front line. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult. If you have all your freeze and PPSH on them. King Tiger is preparing for a flank here. Wants to tie him around the break of the building. Panther's also making its move up there. Valonians are present with their MP-34s. Looks like the King Tiger's going for it. The Soviets have decided they have to pull back here, I think. That might be too much firepower coming their way. 85's gonna take a shot. No penetration. That's the 85. KV-2 is the next target. The two-shot rockets landing around. Doesn't hit the King Tiger by the looks of it. KV-2 took a shot. I think the Soviets just have to pull back from there. Okay, well, another man push down here by the Soviets. Lots of grenades going out on the Osttruppen's forces, but they cannot hold. Oh, that's gonna be a bad one. One last Storm Grenadier here, and he gets taken down.
We have a forward structure under attack.
King Tiger's trying to push up here. KV-2's lost his gun.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
KV-2 under control. Oh, that's another B4. No, that is a B4. Immobilizing the King Tiger, leaving it vulnerable. As artillery just keeps landing around here. And so many people are dying in this battle. Although I think the Germans can repair this King Tiger again. That's a grenade though. Oh, IET grenade going out here from the conscripts. They're trying to get in the flank. Oh, almost destroying the King Tiger. Lost its gun. Panther's up here to support it though. Okay, an 85 coming up. Doesn't penetrate. King Tiger needs to keep pulling back. Panther's changing its target. Oh, it's going for a ram. Oh, B4 hits the Panther. Oh no! It's immobilized the King Tiger. And 85 gets it. Well, this has been quite a battle so far. Holy shit! And the Sturmtiger hits in response. And this has been a brutal, brutal Eastern Front battle. Looks like the Germans pulled through, however. Holy shit. No, the Germans did not pull through. The Germans lost this. Never mind. There's so much action that's been going on here. Holy shit. But the Soviets can just keep pulling in stuff. An insane battle here on the Eastern Front. I hope you'll enjoy this chaotic 4v4, because 4v4s are really hard for me to keep track of, but this was very enjoyable and chaotic. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye-bye!